Hi, I'm Owen Fitzpatrick, author of the book The Charismatic Edge and creator of the online Charisma Training Academy. And welcome to this episode of the Success Series. In this particular video, I want to share with you the most important things you need to know about how to write a book, a non-fiction book. I've written 6 books now, co-authored 4 of them and written 2 myself. And in the experience that I've gained, there's a number of best practices I think I'd like to share with you which might come in handy. First things first, a lot of people say, well, how do you go about writing a book? The first most important thing is answering the question, why do you want to write the book? What is your message? What's your core message that you want to give to your audience, to your readers? What is it that you want them to know by the end of the book? Once you get clear on that message, for example, the Charismatic Edge was, I want to teach people to become themselves more and more of themselves so they're authentic and they're able to express that authenticity in an engaging way. That was pretty much the nutshell of that. Not Enough Hours, the book I wrote in time management, was I wanted people to teach people how to prioritize their time, how to schedule, how to organize their time to the point that they're able to manage their time and have a better life as a result. So again, that's the nuts and bolts of what Not Enough Hours was all about. So there are those 2 different books. Whatever your idea is, what's your overall goal? That's the first most important thing. The second thing is to look at the title itself of the book, to ask yourself the question, what makes your approach or your take on it better than everyone else? So whereas the first question was, why should people read the book? The second question is, why should people read this book and not someone else's book? Why is your book better than other people's books? What makes yours stand out? What makes yours different? Now that's going to be a mixture of your research, your experience, and your own individual imagination, your own take on the subject. But again, this is going to help you to cultivate and craft a really cool title that grabs attention. The subtitle itself should be literally what you're going to teach them. So if it's the book, The Charismatic Edge, it was how to become a more compelling and convincing communicator or whatever it was. So that the subtitle itself was helping you with the actual title. So the title is like, grabs you. And then the subtitle is like, oh, so that's what it's about, you know? So like the title is like, come here. And then the subtitle is like, here. And that's kind of the way that works. Then the next step is all the chapters. And it's like, you're going, oh my God, all the chapters. Like in Charismatic Edge, it was like 30, 40 chapters or something. In conversations and memories, again, tons. But in reality, you only even need really 10 to 12 chapters. I mean, you can have anywhere from 3 chapters to 50 chapters. My books, I think, you know, one of them is like 5 chapters. Another one goes up to like 48 or 50 chapters. So it doesn't really matter how many chapters you write. You want to be able to be clear, first of all, what are the things that people need to know in order to get your overarching message that you've created at the start. So what are the different things people need to learn? And start to put them in as different chapters or different subjects or different sections of the book. Making sure that each one of them is very clear and each one of them are the things that the person will need to know in order for them to live that actual overarching message. Once you go through it like that, that will inevitably lead you into the place where you've got the different topics you're going to talk about. Once you've done that, then you start to go through and you give them nice titles. Again, like the first one, titles that grab attention but also explain what that particular chapter is about. Now, once you've got that structure in the book and you got your introduction, mention your introduction, mention your conclusion, the next step is to go through actually writing the different chapters. This is where you start to schedule in time in advance. So let's say, for example, you give yourself 6 months to write a book. 6 months is okay enough time. And if you're going to spend 6 months getting the bones of the book done, the first thing you should be asking is, okay, how many chapters? Let's say you got 12 chapters in 6 months. That's really on average, that's 2 chapters a month. If you've got 2 chapters a month to do, let's say each chapter is 20 pages. So in 20 pages, you've got to get 20 pages done in 15 days. By thinking it through and organizing it like that, you can figure out roughly how much you need to write each day. And then you schedule it in so that you make sure you write a certain amount every single day. The key is consistency. Make sure you're continuously writing all the time. When you do that, you'll find yourself making progress and getting what you need to do done. That's really, really imperative if you really want to get progress on this. The other thing to do is to remember that the whole point of writing a book is to be able to really make a difference to people and to get your message out there to the world. It's a terrific way of doing it. So again, imagine yourself vividly holding onto a book, holding onto your book, and noticing and smelling the book and noticing how great it will be once you do that. I promise you, having written books, that it's a terrific experience to actually be holding the book in your hand and to know that people all over the world are reading your work. So please do take the advice on this video, get your overarching idea, why write the book, get an understanding why should people read the book from you, what's your title, your subtitle, organize your structure of chapters, schedule it into the future, and remember, whenever you hold your book, that's, you know, that's an incredibly great feeling to go towards and to know how your life will change as a result. I really hope this was of value and of use to you. I hope that it's going to help you to write your own book, and then I'll be able to buy it someday, or you'll give me a free copy probably, hopefully. For now, I'm Owen Fitzpatrick. Go into the world, impact the world, let the world impact you. Be a legend in your own lunchbox. And please like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube videos, retweet me. Do you know what I mean? Follow me on Twitter. It's only fair. You know, it'd be nice if you did that. And, you know, and share this video. Tell people, anyone you know wants to write a book or should write a book, you know, or even if they're like boring you and you go, look, write a book and tell me about it. And then you can recommend to this video. Okay? Hope this is of value. I'm Owen Fitzpatrick. Thanks again.